welcome to the final leg of what is a micropub.
What is a micropub?
I don't know. And we find ourselves today
in the Town Mouse.
The Town Mouse, yeah. So this is a slightly different area than we have been in the past.
It is the opposite end of Newcastle.
We've moved.
We haven't
slightly
decamped up to the top end of Newcastle.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I quite like it.
It's a nice place, yeah. So it's the newest micropub in Newcastle.
It is.
It's only been open since 2017, I think February.
Yeah. It's like a combination of the two we've been there before.
Yeah, it's underground in a basement.
Yeah, it's not under a railway line, which is
it's not under a railway line, no.
Unusual, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. But again, it's independent. It's got a selection of great cask beers.
That's fantastic beers. Yeah.
It's got no electronic interference going on.
Nope, unless you count an old record player.
You've got an old record player out there, yes, spinning away, spinning discs.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
It's pretty good. And we have gone and chosen a new one.
This is Sourpuss, isn't it?
Sourpuss, yeah, by Wylam.
Which is, it's very sour.
It's lovely.
It's very lovely, yeah. Mm.
Oh, it's quite sour, refreshing. It's nice.
It is nice, I like that. Yeah. As you know, we've tried lots of sour beers.
I think we've come a long way on Brewstories.
At first we didn't like them, and now I really, really do like them a lot.
Yeah. We've learned what to expect, and I think that helps. I think when you have your very first sour beer, you're thinking, what's going on? Why is my mouth so explode with flavour?
It's like this, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, like certain lemons.
That's the point of what we're doing. We're trying to teach people to learn to try new beers and
try new things.
Follow us on the journey as we do it as well, which is a good idea. Yeah.
As we get more involved and more knowledge, and we grow bigger.
That's it. That's the whole idea of Brewstories is to help people who don't know much about beer to get into it and to learn what it is they like.
Yeah, totally.
Places like this, where there's the people here who really are knowledgeable, as always.
They know a lot, yeah.
They'll help guide you through this maze of beers that we've got now. Newcastle's brilliant for beer. Brilliant for craft beer.
Craft capital.
Craft capital, yeah.
Possibly. Let's have that. Let's have it happen.
Let's make Newcastle the craft capital of Britain.
Yeah, I should have it. So if you come down here tomorrow, which will be Thursday, they're launching a new beer.
They are.
Errant.
They are launching Errant
T1000.
T1000. We'll be back.
I'll be back.
Yeah. It's a 8.5% double IPA.
Yeah.
Which sounds lovely.
So if you're going to try for the first time, maybe that's the day to come tomorrow.
Yeah, if you want to try a double IPA and you've never tried one before, come down here to the Town Mouse and try the Errant.
Yeah,
I'm sure it'll be absolutely lovely because they're one of the rising stars of Newcastle at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah. So Dean, what do you think makes the Town Mouse different from Box Social and the Split Chip?
It's right. Okay. I've never been here before.
No, it's your first time.
And it's got a completely different feel to both of the ones I've been there before. Split Chip is big. It's sort of like it's the top end of micropubs. It's got it's like architecture. This box is small, it's grungy, it's cosy, it's dark wood.
Yep.
This is much more classy.
Oh, okay.
This is much more refined.
Oh.
It feels more like a gentleman's club.
Gentleman's club.
It's got nice leather, it's got wood, it's got green walls, it's got nice art on the walls. It's got cool music playing.
What do we think about the selection of beers?
They're fantastic.
Yeah,
as always.
Good.
The three places we've been into, you cannot fault the selection of beers because they are wide range. They've got a good mix of local beers and national beers who are coming in. I think overall, my conclusion is that micropubs are possibly the future of how pubs are going.
You hear it here first, micropubs of the future. I think the answer to the question is what makes a difference between a micropub and say an average pub is probably the people who run it.
Yeah.
They are they are what makes the pub.
It's a much more personal connection.
Yeah. You're greeted, you're looked after, you're advised.
You come in twice, you're known by name, you know.
Yeah, it's much more communal.
It is, it's
like the olden days. I imagine this is what a village pub would be like.
It is. It's like an old local village pub before the big corporations got in and took over these places and made them all plastic death zones.
Yeah.
which are just, there's no atmosphere, and whereas places like this are full of atmosphere and all completely different. This one is much, you can't compare this one to Box Ocean because they're just different.
But yeah, I like both. I like all three actually. So I guess we can now release the results.
Release the results of the survey.
Let's do it. At number 10.
At number 10, a Great Northeastern Brewery.
At number 9.
At number 9, you have Newcastle Brewing. Well done, Liam.
At number 8.
Number 8, Firebrick. Brilliant result.
At number 7.
Brickburn Street. Who knew?
At number 6.
Errant. Possibly should have been higher, but still good.
At number 5.
Tyne Bank. Solid.
At number 4.
Northern Alchemy.
And at number 3.
Number 3, we have Anarchy. Well done, Anarchy. Punk, as always.
And number 2.
Number 2, surprisingly, one of the big boys, Wylam.
And at number 1, we have
Almasty.
Almasty.
Of course it is. Of course it is. It's always Almasty. And it's well deserved.
It is well deserved. And I agree. I mean, that's pretty much how I would have done it as well.
Yeah, I think most people you'd speak to. In fact, there's been another poll this week asking the same question, and they came up with the same answer. It's Almasty. They are the best.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So guys, say thank you for taking part in our little survey for fun.
Everybody
We have conjured up a little prize.
Things.
We have 1 voucher from our friends at Central Ale.
Central Ale who are for
£10, guys.
£10 of
£10.
beer.
You can buy probably 3 beers.
Well, if you buy cans,
If you're clever, you might get 4. I don't know. So we are going to pick out a name from the people who did our
Do we have a big tombola thing?
We don't. We have this.
It's the next best thing. It's a pint glass full of names.
So, Dean, if you want to stick your mitts in there and pick out
Okay.
the winner.
I'm going to go right to the bottom because people at the bottom never get a good chance. Right.
Who's got one?
I've got one. Matt Skeen. Matt Skeen. Well done, Matt.
Oh, Matt, okay, so we'll
a tenner's worth of beer, free
we'll
beer.
send you a DM on the internet.
Yes.
Find your address, we'll send it out, and then you get yourself down to Central Ale and get yourself some beers.
Some free beer.
Some free beers, which is always good.
It's brilliant. Yeah.
So I guess my first question for you is, why did you open a micropub?
Well, it's something that I'm incredibly interested in. I grew up in bars. My dad was a landlord.
Yeah.
I worked in real ale pubs from the age of 18. I managed a couple of sort of student union bars. Drinking's kind of not all I've known.
No.
But certainly it's something I'm deeply interested in. And I ended up leaving working in pubs, working in office, and grew sick of it. Okay. You know, everyone needs to sort of get out there and follow their dreams. Yeah. The opportunities is there. There's a lot of availability with sort of government-backed loans available. You know, that you can do that. The micropub phenomenon was coming to the northeast. Market already opened up at the Split Chim.
Yeah.
There were a number of small breweries opening up. I was interested in their beer.
Right.
Why not just go and do it? You know.
Do you think there's advantages over a micropub than, say, ordinary pubs?
Certainly. I mean, there's been a huge decline in brewery-owned pubs over the last number of years.
Yeah.
This has largely been driven by the breweries themselves driving their pubs out of business.
Sure.
The advantage of the micropub is it can be truly independent. It can buy from who it wants. It can do everything on its own terms. You usually have very low overheads. You know. Yeah. It's a model that works for the independent sort of publicans, so they can go out there and do that and promote great local beer. Yeah.
On our journey in the Brewstories, I've meeting a lot of small breweries. How would they approach getting their beers on your taps?
Well, ideally, especially in Newcastle, it's a fantastic community. We all tend to get on really well. We all meet in everybody's pubs. I drink down the Box Social, Split Chimp, they drink up here. Yeah. The guys down in Whitley Bay help me out massively, Tony and the Dog and Rabbit. And the breweries are the same. We all sort of meet up, chat, drink our own beers, you know, talk about things. It's mainly people who I like them personally, and I like their beer, you know. There's a lot of interesting stuff out there in the Newcastle.
Oh, it definitely is, Beer's getting really exciting. I think it's just kind of taken off in such an interesting and different way, isn't it? It's kind of,
There's so many different styles. Like, these local breweries do some amazing styles.
Yeah.
Some you haven't seen around here before. It's great. You know, now we're getting summer saisons, all the fruit beers, wits. You know.
That was going to be the next question: is where do you think the next beer trend is going to be? I mean, we've had the IPA, I guess, the IPAs now.
IPAs, double IPAs,
Double IPAs,
incredibly murky double IPAs. There's a lot of saisons at the moment.
Sure.
I am hoping for a return to stouts and porters. That's what I like
Those
to drink.
strengths.
Yeah. Very strong, very sweet. You know, just on the serious side, hops are becoming more and more scarce. The American brewers are taking a lot of the American hops. You've got like the guys at Colour Coats Brewery who are just using English hops, which is really exciting in the growth of sort of the English hop market. But you never know what's going to happen with like scary Brexit sort of maybe interrupting hop sales. So
I mean, there isn't a reason why you couldn't get a really good British hop. It's just
there's just not a lot of hop farms around, and also sort of British hops with American styles taste slightly different. It's very much like wine growing with terroir and stuff like that. They will taste slightly different. You have to follow the market. You know, to a certain degree, people want Mosaic, Citras, Simcoes at the moment. So you know, you've got to sort of make what sells. But you know, there's a lot of interesting hops out there, experimental hops. Wylam just brought out a single hop beer which doesn't even have a name yet. It's just a number.
Okay. Yes. And I guess finally, where do you see the future of the Town Mouse?
I don't really want to change it that much. I'm quite happy as it is. People say, like, don't you want a bigger thing? That's kind of not the point, really. You want to be a small independent business. I'd love to do some collaborations with local breweries. I think that'd be awesome. Anything we could do to champion Newcastle as like the capital of beer culture. You know, doing tap takeovers, doing meet the brewers. I would love to be involved in any sort of Newcastle beer weeks like they have in Leeds and Manchester. But in terms of the pub, I kind of like it. We need, we could do with less wobbly chairs, I'd say. That's the real future aim of the Town Mouse, less wobbly chairs.
Okay, that's a good goal. If there's any. Well,
it's a difficult goal to reach.
Well, thank you for that. And,
cheers.
Great, cheers.
Lovely. Cheers.
Stop doing that. Thumbs up on the camera. So, in the next episode of Brew Stories, we're going to go visit an establishment, or a brewery even, that's been going for 20 years.
20 years?
Has won at least 60 awards.
60 awards?
60 awards, and they've got their own experimental beer on.
Would that be more, do you?
Who knows? So, we'll catch you next time, guys. And remember, we do this
for the love of beer.
For love of beer. Cheers, guys.